I did see a spreadsheet out there recently. I was doing some Google searches that has kind of Chat GPT built into a a uh,
A formula.
a formula. Thank
Let
you.
me show you this. This is great too. So I was wanting to wait for this for just the VIP section anyway. So let's say we get on the prompt generator, okay, and you're creating these prompts. And the way I have this formatted is this is the last row of this formula generator or prompt generator. But what you could do is come over here, just highlight row 14 and say insert row below. So now I've got another row down here. And with that, actually, I'm gonna make it a little wider. With that, I have an extension, and we talked about this yesterday, and we've got a training on it in the VIP section, I think, of the membership side, where I talk about adding the extension. But let me go ahead and show you how to add this extension if you don't know it yet. So you can use this extension in both Google Docs and Google Sheets. It's the same extension, but you go in under extensions, add-ons, get add-ons, and you type in GPT, and it's this first one here. It says GPT for Sheets and Docs. You'll click on this, and you'll click on Add, and add it into your sheets. It'll probably say either add as administrator or add as an individual. I would do add as an individual to start off with. If you're an administrator to your domain, you could add it to everybody's if you just wanted to. But once you add that, then what it does is it creates this extension into Google Sheets and Google Docs, and it gives you the ability to add other stuff. Now, Jose, just like within RealVolve, to add the API key, you got to do the same thing here. It can be the same API key. So once you copy that API key and you want to use it for other things, you can do that. You could create a different API key if you wanted to. So the API keys for OpenAI, you can only have 5 of them, but you can use them as many times in different applications as you want. But you can click into the set API key and then paste in that API key. I'm not going to go in there because it'll probably show mine again. But what we want to do is from here, now that we've got this, and you may, after you do that, you may need to refresh your spreadsheet. But now that that's in there, I can use a formula now for GPT. And this is what's so cool. I can put in the equal sign and then type in GPT, and it's going to give me a bunch of new formulas. I really just need to use this top one in this case, and there's different cases. But what it's doing is it's saying, okay, it shows you the little hint down here. For the GPT formula, it's looking for a prompt, a value, a temperature, max tokens, and model. Now, these are some of the things that we saw in the playground: the temperature, the max length, some of the other things that are in there. You can do those settings in here as well. But really, all I really care about is the prompt. So I'm going to come here and I want to say, I want you to draw it from this cell. Okay. And then I could go ahead and say the value 1, temperature. Actually, I'm going to leave value, temperature, max tokens. I'm going to put at 2000 and then leave it. And then just close that out and then press enter. Now what it does is it takes that cell and it's hitting Chat GPT with my API key, and it's building that right in the cell for me. Now what I can do is, because this is a formula, I can drag this over and it'll go ahead and grab these cells and do the exact same thing.
Okay. Now, now that can you make a formula so they can translate to Spanish?
Absolutely. So, so let's do one more thing. So there's that. So let's do this. Let's add one more, insert rows below and say this is English
Wow.
and this is going to be Spanish.
Oh my God.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is this.
You're going to give Jose a heart attack here. Careful.
Yeah. So I'm going to do one more thing.
Jose's about to double his volume this year.
Oh man, I'm gonna fire all my
translate
VAs.
in Spanish. And let me go ahead and wrap this around. So I think what we can do here is just say equals GPT this plus this.
Whoa.
Oh, nope. It won't let me do that, evidently. Hang on a second. Values outside.
You can do it.
Yeah, we can make it do it here. Hang on for 1 second. Probably what I need to do
Oh, you need
is,
to bring them together.
yeah. So what I need to do here, let me come back over here and say equals GPT. There are other options that might allow us to do it. Code, tag, edit, fill, range, no, tree, table, convert between formats. Actually, let me try this one just for a second. Convert, input, comma, format. Just see if this works. I'm not sure if it will. Come on. It will time out. But boom, there you go.
Oh my God.
So now then, one thing that I do need to change here is this formula up here. I want to keep that formula with that particular cell. So I'm going to put the dollar signs in there so that it forces it to always keep A16 as its translator piece. But then I'm going to copy this to the right. So that way it will do this cell translate in Spanish, this cell translate in Spanish.
Unbelievable.
Oh. That's it.
That.
Right, good.
So these are the types of things that you need to spend some time on. We want to educate you, get you to a point where you're doing some things that other people aren't or can't, and make it easier on you. Our whole goal from the time I started doing this in 1990 as a technologist in real estate was to help you guys get your jobs done quicker and be able to go home, spend time with your family, and not have to waste all the time doing things. So technology, things like this, creating stuff that we do in RealVolve, that was important for me. But if for those agents that don't use RealVolve, these are the types of things that you need to do as well.